Good afternoon and welcome to the special school board meeting on Thursday, July 17th, 2025. Roll call.
Mr. Brink?
Here.
Mr. Dean is absent. Ms. Philbeck is absent. Mr. Kobilka? Mr. Kobilka? Ms. Newsham?
Here.
Ms. Pasquale?
Here.
Mr. Winchell?
Here.
Ms. Winchell?
Here.
Dr. Kavanaugh?
Present.
Attorney Herzing?
Here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Lindner is absent.
Thank you. 1.02 approval of today's agenda. May I have a motion to approve 102 approval of today's agenda?
Motion.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Against nay, motion passes. 1.03 pledge of allegiance. Please stand. I allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. M2 visitors, 2.01 visitors. We have one individual that's filled out the form. Mr. Aliotti, you have 3 minutes once you reach the podium.
Good day, board and public officials. You have observed in the media the corruption and deception that has been exposed for the past 4 years in DC and other public entities. I believe you as public officials are still silencing me to speak at public meetings. June 23rd, an example. Further, you'll be receiving an email from me. Do you really know what has happened in the past 10 years at MTSD? Why are you, as school board directors, still approving legal fees in the federal complaint, which a previous judge has already established violations of laws, both at a federal and a Commonwealth level? How do you expect to win at the federal court or the lower court? Have you asked a basic question? Is what we are doing and approving with taxpayer money legal? You may not want to share attorney-client privilege, but I can. There are at least 7 or 8 attorneys who are shareholders at the Knox Law Firm who will be called as witnesses in the federal case or complaint. Has any school board director asked when you were first elected or appointed? A key question. Is what we are doing to Aliotta legal? Has any school board director, relative to the conditions at which in November of 2017, legal? Please do not tell me that every school board director cannot remember if the solicitor or solicitors or the contracted attorney, William Weckler, never, okay, and I say never, discussed whether the counterclaim against Aliotta was legal or illegal. It insults my intelligence. Tell that to a jury. Apparently there was and continues to be amnesia with public officials. Or there are just zombie officials in office. Please take into serious consideration your actions in what the judge would seriously consider good or bad faith in jurisprudence. What happens to public officials who violate the laws? Some are prosecuted, some are allowed to take a medical disability, some are allowed to retire. Think about your responsibility and accountability to your constituents in Mill Creek Township. Thank you for the opportunity to exercise my freedom of speech.
Thank you, Mr. Aliotta. Any other visitors who'd like to speak? Last call, any other visitors? Okay, moving on. Item 3, special school board meeting minutes, personnel report. Mr. Brink.
Thank you. Item 3.01, the July 17th, 2025 Personnel Report. At Asbury, we have a recommendation for a special education teacher life skills temporary professional contract. Bell Valley, we have a change of status for special education assistant autistic support at Bell Valley to special educational assistant emotional support at Bell Valley. At Chestnut Hill, we have a resignation of a special education teacher learning support, also a music teacher. At Grandview, we have a resignation of a teacher, 5th grade math. We have a recommendation for a special education assistant autistic support and a special education assistant autistic support. At Tracy, we have a resignation of a special education teacher emotional support and an educational assistant part-time. We have a change of status for a Title I educational assistant at Tracy to special educational assistant emotional support at Tracy. We also have a special educational assistant autistic support at Chestnut Hill to special educational assistant autistic support at Tracy. At Walnut Creek, we have a retirement of a head custodian after 30+ years in the district. We thank you for your dedication to the district. We have a recommendation for a special education assistant autistic support. At Westlake, we have a recommendation for a secretary to assistant principal. We have a change of status for a special educational assistant autistic support at Tracy to educational assistant at Westlake. We have a sabbatical of a 6th grade science teacher. At J.S. Wilson, we have a change of status of an assistant principal at McDowell Intermediate High School to principal at J.S. Wilson. At Ridgefield, Sarah Reed, we have a change of status of an educational assistant guidance at MIHS to special educational assistant alternative education at Ridgefield. We have a correction of a special education teacher, emotional support, temporary professional contract. At McDowell Intermediate, we have a resignation of a guidance secretary. We also have a resignation of a janitor second shift. We have a recommendation for an educational assistant guidance, and a special education teacher learning support and emotional support temporary professional contract. We have a change of status for a janitor second shift. We have resignations of an assistant coach football, tennis aide, boys and girls water polo assistant coach, and an HR secretary. We have a recommendation of a school security officer, copier, operator, and HR secretary. We have first student employment activity of monitors drivers, department chairs for 2025, 2026, and athletic supplements of 2025, 2026. We also have a change of status for an attendance secretary. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the July 17th, 2025 personnel report.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Just a quick question. I didn't notice it until now. I apologize for not noticing it until now. At McDowell, there's a resignation of a janitor and then a change of status. And it looks like that's the same person. Does that?
Yes, that is the same person. That individual.
Okay, it's not a mistake. I don't need
no,
to know
it
the
is- it is-
details. I
it
just
is
wanted to make
not a
sure.
mistake.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Against? Mike, is that you, Mike Kavalka?
It is, Gary. Sorry, I got in a minute or two late. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, we just want to mark you as attending. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Okay, so all in favor, say aye. Aye. And against, nay? That motion passes.
Gary,
Yes.
Dr. Atwood is present today. If you'd like to come up and say a few words.
Well, I want to explain it. for the public.
So Dr. Atwood is our new principal at J.S. Wilson Middle School. He's recently served at MIHS as the assistant principal, and prior to that has administrative experience in the United School District as a principal and many others.
So I want to begin by thanking our administration, Dr. Kavanaugh, Mr. Murdoch, the school board, for the opportunity. When I first came to Mill Creek several years ago, I had never heard of James S. Wilson Middle School. Now here I am several years later. I've been a JS dad for the last 3 years. My son and I are passing each other. He's now coming to MIHS next year and I'm going to JS. He's pretty happy about that, I think. But, you know, over these last 3 years of getting to know the middle school JS, it's been a fantastic experience for us as a family. And I'm very excited to be able to continue that for all the other families of the JS attendance area, to work with the staff there to continue to carry on what Mr. Costello has been doing for these last many years. I'm working with Mr. Fuller in that regard. And I'd be remiss if I didn't thank Mrs. Anthony and Mr. Quivy for a fantastic experience at MIHS. It's truly been the first time I've loved a job in my life. So it's a bittersweet day to accept the position at JS and to be leaving MIHS. But thank you so much for the opportunity, and I'm really excited to get started.
Congratulations. And Dr. Atwood, congratulations on your recent becoming a doctor. So thank you for that. Okay, moving on. Item 4, old business. Any old business? Item 5, any new business? Item 6, remarks. The only remarks I'll make is recently I sent out the email on Dr. Kavanaugh's evaluation. So he'll be sending out his self-assessment in the next day or two. So I just ask everyone to return that before the required date next week. So Mackenzie, our board secretary, can start putting that all together. And if we can do that sporadically over the next week or so, that'll help her out a little bit. And then we'll discuss the culmination of information. Mr. Dean will put together the PowerPoint, but we'll discuss it in executive session on the 4th to get more details as we move forward with that. So we get a final approval the 18th of August then, Dr. Kavanaugh's evaluation. Any other school board remarks? Dr. Kavanaugh?
My one remark was, since it's already the middle of July, which is hard to believe, I'm hoping that both our students and our teachers are enjoying their summer, and let them know that we look forward to see you back in the building soon.
Okay, with that, item 7, adjournment. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Against nay. Passes, we're adjourned.